Yeah, and you guessed it, I am not going to be on camera today. So shout out to that. Baby, I do not want to be on camera. But let me tell you something. Today, that this... oh, I don't even want to talk about it, child. Hold on. I said, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Baby, when I say I don't even want to talk about it. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hey, Papa Stars. I went and got my bonnet. Child, just in case. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that today. Cause you never know. Like I be like, oh Lord, in case this thing ever malfunction. I don't have time for the malfunctions. Okay. But hold on. Hey, Poopa Stars, it's your girl, Shay Renee. Hey, hey, hey. I want to welcome everybody back to my channel, back to a new show. Bitch. Yeah, shout out to that. You done made it to Broadway. I said, yeah, yeah. Shout out to you. Scoot up in here like a bumper car. And I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready. I'ma come on with it. I'ma come on. Child, listen. So anyway, what's up, y'all? Happy holidays. Happy holidays, everyone. I hope y'all are, I hope everybody doing okay. I hope you know what I'm saying, living your best life. And ain't going back and forth with nobody. Living your best life. Period. I hope all my stars is living their best life out in this bitch. Out in this motherfucker. Um, child, let me tell y'all. And listen, I told y'all I'm cooking. Yeah, pump, pump it up. Now, first of all, I used to always say, no, I'm not cooking. People be like, you cooking? I'll be like, no. No, don't be silly. I'm a grandmother. I'm a grandma's baby, and my grandma got me straight. You see? Yeah. That's what I used to always say, child. I used to say that all the time. But now I recommend even the grandma's babies cook. Yeah, let's talk about it, baby. Now, I recommend even the grandma's baby do a little cooking. Let's talk about it. Y'all know why? Because just because I feel like you need your own. You gonna need your own love. It's just something about cooking your own stuff. Like I can't explain it, but ever since I started, I will never go back. People be acting. I don't know. I can't explain it, child. But let me just say this. I've been cooking for a while now. My own stuff. That don't mean I don't still get out and about. I still get out and about. But I'm definitely cooking. I got a small menu this year. Let me see what my menu looking like. My menu is looking like what I'm gonna have. I'm gonna have dressing, turkey, some dressing. So I'm making a dressing. I want two potatoes. I want a mash, and I also want a yam. What else is going on in real life, real time? else I'm gonna make? I will be making a cabbage. Making a cabbage this year. No greens. I didn't feel like making greens. Not this year. I didn't feel like all of that, all of that, all of that. Oh, because see, my greens are special. You know what I'm saying? My greens are they have a oh, I need some no deodorant. Hey, Boo Sauce, it's your girl Shay Renee. If you just now get here, hit the like button, okay? Scoot up in here. Come talk that talk with me. Right now, you haven't missed anything, not a single thing, not just yet, okay? I'm just politicking. P with my people, because that's what we do. Ooh, woo, 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 woo. So anyway, I want to do a regular mashed potato, a yam, a cabbage. We gonna do. I'm just trying to think of what other side. Broccoli cheese casserole. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Cause my greens require my greens are different. They be coming a little different. They be sweet. I like oh yeah, let's talk about it, Miss Pressing Curve. Shit. I like a sweet green. And so like I didn't feel like all that. Y'all know I'm on a little health kick right now. Trying to do a little something different, Not dieted. It's not a diet though. I don't like calling it a diet at all whatsoever. Not even a little bit. Because to me diets are like they like fads, They go away. You might diet for a month. You might diet for 3 months. To me, diets are good though. They're a good thing. But I don't think they should be long term. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can understand. I can understand somebody dieting for, to get it for their wedding, dieting for, an appearance, photo shoot, their birthday, their anniversary, a vacation, something like coming up. But now, if you're doing something uh, that involves something like a little bit more, like, for instance, me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have no event that I'm trying to slim down for. No, for me, you know what I'm saying? It's more like if it's long term, I consider it more for me. This is for me. I consider it more like a lifestyle change. You know what I'm saying? Versus dieting. No, this is something that like I feel like I need to switch up. You know what I'm saying? So no, this is where you start addressing, like, really, really learning to address your big fat. Yeah. I mean, it just is what it is. Um, I was like, now there comes a time. No, for real. Like, shit. It just is what it is. Like, I feel like we all know pretty much what our issues are, what our weaknesses are, and stuff like that. So, yeah. For me, y'all, I just needed to change my menu. And, that's how it starts, with just like simple little smile. decisions that you have to make for yourself. And that's, yeah, so basically I'm gonna make a cabbage instead of a green. So I don't gotta have all that sugar. We we don't have to have all that sugar this year. Um and what else did I say? Broccoli and cheese. The broccoli and cheese casserole. Okay. And then I'm gonna do a dressing. Period. I sure am. I'm gonna do a motherfucking dressing. Um with the cranberry sauce and the giblet. What is it called? Giblet gravy. I think that's what it's called. Child, but don't give me the line. And ooh, am I making y'all hungry? Baby, if I'm making y'all hungry, put a one in the chat. Also, if you're gonna be cooking, put a one in the chat. Um, I'm gonna do an oxtail. My babe requested. My babe requested one oxtail. I'm gonna do an oxtail. A little fried fish. And like, yeah, it's giving. Um, I think I want some dinner rolls. Wrap all that up. That's it. That's a wrap. Okay, that's a Thanksgiving dinner. Period. Then what else I'ma do? I'ma do some pies. I wanted to do a cake. I told y'all I wanted to do a cake, and I still might do a cake because, like, But I don't know. I might do a cake for Christmas time. You know what I'm saying? Because I looked in my freezer and I got a pound cake. I got a fresh pound cake that I just got just recently. So I don't know. I'm thinking, child, that pound cake might be the cake for Thanksgiving for real. So a little pound cake, some pies, and I'm also gonna do some cookies. I'm gonna do some cookies too. Love some cookies. Love cookies. Baby, that oven gonna be working overtime. So anyway, so I believe it's safe to say that I don't know. I don't know how tomorrow's gonna go for us superstars, but we'll see. Okay, but I'm definitely gonna be locked in somewhere trying to start preparing and stuff like that, child. Like I was looking at this one post where somebody was saying, it is too late to be trying to buy a turkey. And this lady was like, oh my God, she said, this is my first time cooking this year. I need to take my turkey out. People was like, girl, yes. Girl, yes. It's time to start marinating that turkey. Oh, it was so funny. My sister asked me to do something with her turkey. And whatever I said, I guess she wasn't feeling my answer because she was like, no, never mind. I don't know, whatever it is, she probably gonna end up she probably asked somebody else to do it. But yeah, she probably was like, hell nah, I'm not messing with no rookies. It just is what it is. I'm not messing with no rookies. So yeah, I was like, all right. It is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. But so yeah, I got me a cute little small, not like a little mini Thanksgiving menu going up. Okay, period. Like the club on a Tuesday. Um. So yeah, y'all. Happy holidays. And shout out to everyone. This is always just like such a, I don't know. This is like a mushy time for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a real mushy time for me, child. Right now, you probably could get away with a lot because I just ain't really paying attention to shit. But that's how I be living my life now. NT way. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take a lot. It really take a lot to get my attention. Other than that, I just be chilling. You know how that little meme that say, man, I be, you know what I'm saying? I'm chilling, I'm laid back, but I will sit the fuck. Yeah, I sit up for sure. But it's just something about this time of the year where I just be chilling. If that makes sense. Time is what more can I say? Because remember, I was telling y'all that last week, oh my God, my car just went out of commission on me. And, like, I ain't even thought about that. Not like I normally would, child. I ain't even gave a real fuck. Like, I haven't really even decided to give that a real fuck. Like a real thought, if you will. I just been chilling. Um, just getting ready for little shit that I need to get ready for real. And I don't know. I just been like nervous a little bit as I prep for these big old steps, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to take. But I know God got me. I know God gonna be with me, you know. So, it is what it is. That's that. But yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Happy holidays to everyone. I'm definitely ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to start. We'll be in holiday mode until January for sure. And then we still be in holiday mode because we be like, woo. Man, we be ready. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got the hard eyes, the roses, the candles, the be some smart. Don't it be a funky good time in February? Yeah, in February, everybody just try to be on their best behavior, right? Nothing matter. Nothing you did in January, December, none of that shit don't matter because the 14th gonna roll around. You see? I said the 14th just gonna roll around. So anyway, yeah. Um, mm, I said, what more can I say? So anyway, how is y'all? What are y'all doing? Y'all let me know what y'all are doing. What the menu looking like over there with y'all. Don't be stressing. Baby, get them recipes together, and it just is what it is. Now I will say this. This is usually not. Let me say that again. Usually not gonna be the fucking time to play around. No, for real. Like even me, you know what I'm saying? Even even me, I be having to tell myself no. Like no. Cause for real, this isn't the time to be like experimenting. I would say, you know what I'm saying? Maybe with one dish is okay, but like don't get outside your body. Child, please don't get outside your body. Because even to me, even the best cooks, you know, don't always or necessarily just show up and show out, you know, with something new. Shit, it just is what it is, y'all. So, y'all see, y'all make sure y'all stick it to the script. Y'all make sure y'all stick it to the script. If y'all like the way y'all Annie make her such and such and such and such, then ask Annie if you know what I'm saying. If you can work side by side, maybe Annie will let you get side by side with it. Or maybe she'll print you that good old recipe that you need to laminate. Child, why? I didn't even realize I be getting recipes from my family, and then like when I need it again, I don't have it. I don't like that. I do not like that. So I told myself, okay, there comes a time. Remember, I told y'all yesterday, there comes a point at some point in time in your life where you're gonna have to grow up and show up for yourself. And shit, I think I'm just about ready to do that. I said, let me find out. The very first thing I'm going to get laminated, it might be shit, just might be A recipe, yeah, for real. Cause I'm tired of playing. I'm tired of playing. I got two recipes from one from my grandma, one from my auntie that I really just want to keep. And then I got I had a recipe from my home girl that I don't have no more. Um, that I wouldn't mind having too. So shout out to that. But like, yeah, this ain't the time to be experimenting, y'all. This the time to, you know what I'm saying? Shit, cook what you love and love what you know. Okay, it just is what it is. So shout out to that. Now, anyway, um, yeah, I felt like chopping it up with y'all. Let me brush my hair a little bit. I'm gonna brush my hair. Feel like chopping it up with y'all this morning, period, because I don't really know how the rest of the week gonna go. You know, I really don't. All I can say is, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I go. It's gonna be a whole lot of partying and ass shaking. Eating and people out for work and shit. I didn't even think about all of that. Huh? Let me tell you something. Child, I ain't even think about all of that this year. As an entrepreneur, I'm like, I didn't even think about like, okay, am I working? Am I working during the holidays? Am I taking off? It's almost like I'm being forced, kinda, to take off. Not really, I wouldn't say forced. But like, yeah, cause you know how it is. It's almost like looking for something to do on Christmas night. It is like, for a fact on Christmas, it's not gonna be a lot of stuff to do. It's just not. Um, so same thing. It's almost like I just need to take off because y'all ain't gonna be, what I'm saying, probably online like that. And if y'all are probably online like that, y'all ain't gonna be doing nothing but showing your little cousins dancing and your uncles falling all out and stuff. So, it's just like, it's just like one of them things where like, child, I laugh because, it's like some people, right? The blogs. The blogs. I don't know. I don't be knowing what they be doing. But some of them definitely gonna be working still. So shout out to that. Oh, yeah. I'm probably gonna be gone. You know what I'm saying? Like Kia said, baby, I'm probably gonna be gone with the wig, fabulous. Fuck it. But the good thing is, you know what I'm saying? When we meet back, we're gonna have some damn good stories to tell. Probably. Shit. I'll tell you that. Yeah. Baby, I can tell you that much. You know what I'm saying? You want something to talk about? Oh, but yeah. Shout out to all my poop stars. Child, and then after that, I guess we can begin to talk these internet streets. Hold on. Let's see. Child, I tell you, I ain't never cared for my hair so much in my life. Like, I ran into my cousin. Shout out to my cousin. Uh, you know who you are. Y'all really, you know what I'm saying, share a lot of. Because the internet is crazy. The internet is crazy. The internet is weird. You know what I'm saying? Y'all heard? Did y'all just hear just recently something about Milagograms? Mod basically, baby, they didn't have a moderator testify that, yeah, oh yeah, the moderator said, please let me testify. Baby, the moderator got up there and said that Malago Grounds was trying to dox people and all of that. See, that's what I don't be having time for. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't care. You know, when it comes to me like that, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I won't say I don't care, but let me just say I'm all right. You know, I'm good. I am. It's just other people that I don't really like to involve in that equation. So anyway, yeah, I ran into my kid out though. My cousin that used to do my hair all the time. Um, Shout out to her. Like, yeah, no, my kid folk, like I told y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, like when we was kids, you know, we would play. She would always play around with hair, and like even to the point where like, child, we was that she dyed my hair, like literally dyed my hair for real, with Kool-Aid packs. Remember I told y'all that? And so like, um watching her, you know, pass the test to get her cosmetology license, she wanted me to go. I was her model. You know what I'm saying? It was like everything. It was like a full circle moment. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I see my kid. I'm like, girl, I'm just talking hair. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling her like how y'all know the braids. I just took that. I told her how I did the braids. I'm laughing and giggling. You know what I'm saying? Basically happy as fuck. Period. That like, yeah. I had the style. You know what I'm saying? And didn't have to pay nobody, you know, for it. Period. Did that shit myself. But I'm like, my conversation is all over the place. Kind of like it be with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I go. Hit the like button. But so I'll tell him I keep on all of this stuff because you know we ain't seen each other in forever. We ain't talked in forever. We just chopping it up, you know. And so I'm like, I'm asking her how she feel about everything that's going on right now with the hair shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, the hair business is wild, right? You know, I can only imagine. She probably, I don't know. She really didn't get to tell me how she felt about it like that because it was like, you know, it's three people. It's me, her, and my sister. We all having a conversation about it. You know what I'm saying? The hair shit. She not really getting it. I'm not really getting her. But I just would have loved to hear her opinion on it for real because it's just crazy. I'm like, how do you feel about these girls just ditching school? You know what I'm saying? I like, girl, they ditching school. They ditching school. They not going to school. And they just playing around and folks and just asking for folks' money. Child, they asking for folks money, okay, and they, you know, playing around with the deposits, and you know, daring a motherfucker to be 3 minutes late, 1 minute late, 2 minutes late. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta chase them down. Child, I was just going out, but I was laughing. I was absolutely laughing. But I just want to, you know what I'm saying, get her opinion on it as a licensed cosmetologist. You know what I'm saying? Now I will say this though. Period. You know, it had came up in the conversation that like if you know these people can be getting in any kind of trouble, and like now that I don't know, like it still wasn't clear. She was trying to tell me something about something, but like yeah, all I can say is, you know, if these people playing with y'all, y'all better check y'all state board, okay? But I take it a step further. Just take the food out their mouth. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like these girls play with you, just take the food right on out their mouth. That's what I do. Child, please. I be like, listen, I take the food right on out their mouth and put it right back in my refrigerator because I'm not finna, you know, like, girl, who? Absolutely not. You see? But it just is what it is. We living in some times, y'all. I tell y'all all the time. I'm living in some times where like I don't have a lot of time to play. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a lot of time to play. I don't have a lot of money to waste. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I'm not. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? I'm not contributing to no cause unless I believe in it, you know. But you gotta, I gotta believe in it. I gotta see something. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that. I told y'all right now, like I am really, really, paying attention to where, you know, them dollars go. Period. You know what I'm saying? Um, so shout out to that. Like no, no. You know what I'm saying? We didn't come up on a time where no. And yeah, I'm in a position now where I can make myself be more resourceful. Does that make sense? So like I'm right now, my ball hasn't started rolling to the point where, oh my God, I feel like I need help, you know? So thank God that it's not. And when that times come, when that time come, hopefully, what I'm saying, I'll be ready. I'm sure I will. But at the end of the day, I'm not stressing myself out behind nothing. You see? Yeah, it just is what it is. And like, y'all, I tell y'all all the time, us women, man, we be living in some stressful times. For real. Like, especially if you look like that. You know what I'm saying? We be living through some stuff, child. It just is what it is. So yeah, a shout out to us though, who definitely hold it down. I feel like, what I'm saying, we be holding it down, making it look easy. When it really ain't. Let's talk about it. It don't be. Shoot. None of this stuff is easy. But um, shout out to God though, who be helping us, get through. Shoot. And pull through. Um yeah. So yeah, y'all. Shout out to that. But anyway, let's talk about what's going on these internet streets real quick. Let me see something. Mm, 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 mm. Child, ain't much. It ain't much, but y'all know whatever it is, we gonna talk about it. So shout out to that, baby. Let me run. Let me run. I gotta run because y'all know I don't do no motherfucking bonnets online. Hold on, y'all. My bad. I'm at the. I'm at the. I'm at to tell y'all to hold on. Hold on, real quick. Y'all know I be shit tripping. I can't. Bitch, I can do what I want to do. Bitch, acting stupid. Bitch. Let me see. About to face this motherfucker to the wall. Yeah, I'm about to face this bitch from the window to the wall, trying to tell me how I can and can't place it. Do what I want to do. I'm not even ashamed of that. I'm not even motherfucking ashamed of that, bitch. Anyway, tried to go check on my kids because they quiet. I said they quiet. But anyway, y'all, so what was I telling y'all? I was telling y'all something, shit. Something. Like Keith Sweat said. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. That's a lot going on in the world. It is. But anyway, we're gonna be all right. Anyway, y'all, congratulations to Scotty. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? We talked about it. I told y'all. I told y'all. Y'all know I'm here, there, everywhere. I'm gonna get the motherfucking tea. Yeah, word on the curb is Scotty with the body is allegedly pregnant, child. And I said, congratulations. Congratulations to Scotty and Lemmy, who, y'all know what it is, child. Them people still in that Google Gaga stage. Yeah. Oh, yeah, let's talk about them first, girl. They still in that Google Gaga stage, you know. Um, and then I see a whole lot of people, kind of mad at Scotty with the body, okay, for messing with Lemmy when Lemmy already had a girl. Let me just say this about Lemmy and Lemmy's girl. That lady don't really seem into Lemmy like that. You know who Janisha? I think her name is Janisha. I don't know. Don't quote me though, cause y'all know I don't watch Zeus. Um, y'all know who Janisha remind me of? Janisha reminds me of King Kong's girlfriend. I think her name is Raven. Like, have you ever just seen a couple and you felt like they wasn't compatible like that? That's the vibes. Like that woman look like a grown. She don't look like when you look at her, she don't look like uh 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 somebody that would date Lemmy. You know what I'm saying? Let me look a little too thin for her, too like no. You know what I'm saying? When you look at that woman, right? You want to put her with somebody that I hate to say it, but they might be a little bit more older. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna call out a couple of names, but I don't mean no disrespect because I know these people are taken, but like now. Oh shit, hold on, y'all. Oh God, did something get in my eye? Whoa, something made my eye hurt all of a sudden. But like, oh, maybe I don't need to call out them names, child. But like, anyway, and if you just now get here, I'm talking about Janisha, okay? The lady that was with Lemmy before Lemmy got with Scotty. Now, see, Lemmy and Scotty, they look more like a couple. They look more compatible. Um, they look okay together. You know what I'm saying? With Scotty, you don't get the you don't feel like, oh my God, like she taking him through there, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, he getting put through the mattress. You know, like, For instance, when you look at her, Janisha, right? Um, hold on. Um, hold on, y'all. I'm just sitting here thinking what I want to tell y'all next. But like, yeah, no, when you look at Janisha, like for instance, let's say Janisha is your cousin or your sister or somebody, you gonna hook her up with somebody. If you was gonna hook Janisha up with somebody, you wouldn't. And when I say Janisha, I'm talking about that lady from Zeus that used to be with Lemmy. When you look at her, you're not gonna hook her up with somebody like Lil Meech. Why? Cause that they don't look compatible. Lamish look like a little boy. Lamish don't look like he can handle her. She look like a grown woman that's ready for grown woman shit. And Lamish look like he ready to take her to the carnival for a date. You know, for the first date. No, you wouldn't hook her up with Lamish. You wouldn't hook her up with Rich the Kid, no Uzi Vert. You know, I mean, all just these like people that aren't compatible with her. And so Lemmy too. Lemmy wasn't compatible with her to me. Um Now yeah, Lemmy definitely got the grown man, you know what I'm saying? He got the grown man in him because he, shit, he put himself in position. Lemmy is a grown man. He got grown man shit going on. But at the same time, he don't seem compatible with that lady though. He don't seem like somebody that she will be even attracted to. Hold on. Now let's talk about it. Like when you think about that lady Janisha, to me, you will hook her up with somebody more like. Now let me just say this. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, y'all. I know I'm all over the place. Hold on. Now I know I said I was gonna call some names, but I kind of didn't want to because these people are married. But I'm not saying I will hook her up with them, but I will say like more compatible, more in the mind frame. Like when you look at her, you would think more of a Denzel Washington, a Idris Elba, uh, who else? A Shaquille O'Neal would be a good fit for that lady to me. Um, who else? Yeah, nah, cause she give me grown woman vibes. She do. I say Shaquille O'Neal. Who else? Hell, Mike Epps, but we already know Mike is married. Uh, Juvenile. We already know Juvie married though, but like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? More grown man, shit, more grown man type stuff. Um, who else? Cause I had some people in my mind that ain't got nobody. That's why Shaq came up. Um, I'm trying to think. you know. But certain people know, even a Rick Rouse, you know, um, but not even Lori Harvey's boyfriend, not even him, because like I don't know, he gives grown man, but he also gives still young vibes, you know. Nah, that's a grown woman. At least she look like one. She don't look like she need nobody on some, young boy stuff like Slim Thug. Like some Thug. I feel like some Thug is a man, but he might not be man enough for her. You know? Um Hell, I even say Jeezy, you know. That's more Jeezy department too. You know. I'm talking about a man, you know what I'm saying? And that's not saying that Lemmy ain't no man, but I'm just saying like I'm talking about more compatible. Some people just look crazy as hell together. It just is what it is. Sometimes, no matter what, no matter what, no matter what, no matter what, people gonna always be looking at y'all or the couple or whatever. Like, I don't see what she's seeing him, or I don't see what he's seeing her. Y'all know people be doing that shit. Speaking of which, y'all know what that reminds me of while I'm talking about it, and we on this topic. That reminds me of Rich the Kid a little bit. Yeah, let's talk about it. Rich, I feel like Tory Bricks and Rich the Kid was a weird little looking couple too. They remind me of Janisha and Lemmy. And that's probably why things are weird. You know what I'm saying? You got Tori with this grown woman ass body. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Rich with this little bitty boy ass body. So I don't know. I don't know if the tiny body makes the man feel youthful. I don't know. But all I can say is it just be looking like the compatibility level is off. Does that make sense? So it would be like Maya. Everybody know Maya. Everybody knows that people think that Maya is just like, yeah, you know, that, right? And everybody feels like for an older woman, Maya is still that. Okay. So it would like literally be like hooking Maya up with Soldier Boy. Like it just you know what I'm saying? It just like as much as I think Soldier Boy probably would, he'll be going. It don't make a lot of sense for Maya. It just don't. Um, it don't look right, let alone begin to feel right. And when it comes to Lemmy and Scotty, congratulations to them. But I definitely feel like Scotty was more compatible, is more compatible with Lemmy. You know, um, You can just tell he's different when he's with her too. When Lemmy is with Scotty, it's like he's at a party. Okay. Uh when he's with the other lady, it's like he's at a business meeting. Does that make sense? It's like he's not allowed to be himself like that. And I think his self like that is a little bit more um I don't know. I don't know the word I'm looking for there, but like, yeah, just his authentic, right? Not who he portrays to be, not who being a CEO has made him, not who being a successful, rich man has made him. No, just his authentic self. I feel like it's way more compatible with Scotty. It just is what it is. Like he's not all, stone faced and like about I'm a businessman. Like no, that's not him. You know what I'm saying? That's not him. He got grown man money. Period. Um and he still gets to live a little with it. Does that make sense? It's I can't explain it, but let me think. Let me think. Okay, for instance, this is a good example. Y'all know how some people just are like so square business. It seems like they don't really play much. Or Jay-Z. Prime example, Jay-Z. Y'all see how Jay-Z carry himself? Um, to me, Jay-Z is a businessman to the extreme. To the 10th power. You don't really see Jay-Z doing a lot of fun stuff. We don't even see Jay-Z laugh much. You know, um now I'm not saying he don't, but I just feel like when it comes to how he presents himself, it's just for real. Like, like I'm a motherfucking man. You in the presence of a motherfucking man for real. A businessman, a rich man, powerful man. You know, it's always so serious with Jay Z. You know, and like that's not the vibe that I get from Lemmy though. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, I'm rich, but I'm full of life. I'm full of personality. I'm full of but with Jay-Z it's more like, no, like listen. You know what I'm saying? It's more room for mystery. I gotta give him that. You know what I'm saying? It's way more room for mystery. And then I can imagine Beyonce probably like it. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying. You know, you know what I'm saying? I would. I know I would. Shit. I mean, what's not to like about it? It's like, no, you. To me, it's more like y'all don't know him. Y'all don't know Sean. Y'all know Jay Z. Y'all get Jay Z. At home, we have Sean. If that makes sense. It just is what it is. He knows. I feel like he's sure of himself and he knows what he wants to how he wants to show up. You know what I'm saying? Show up for himself every time. So it is what it is. I mean, even with Diddy, you get more of a laid back, fun side. You know what I'm saying? Even with Diddy, like Diddy has way more personality. Well, let me say he shows way more personality, and so does Lemmy too. But as far as fans coming down on Scotty for messing with Lemmy and all that, listen, now that I don't have nothing to do with that. I don't, cause I don't know much about it. You know. Now I am sure that their relationship overlapped. It probably did because people was whispering saying that Scotty was messing with Lemmy, and it's I don't know if Scotty denied it, but I do know that rumors were circulating before they actually made it, official. So if I had to use my common sense, I would say that something probably was going on weird, behind the scenes. But they're not married, you know? And I could see why people thought they probably was. It's cause the way that lady handled herself. You know what I'm saying? Shit. She handled herself uh like the way she presents herself, right? Out in public and stuff like that. I can see why, people thought that she was a wife and not just somebody's girlfriend. Y'all hold on. But yeah. Um Child, so that's that. Y'all, please, please, please don't go too hard on the people, okay? Cause like, yeah, but let me clear it up. Allegedly, I didn't see it, but he was saying that like, no, they're not married. I don't. I think I did see. Let me say he never been married before. So anyway, congratulations to Scotty and Lemmy who are allegedly pregnant. And I already told y'all that. I told y'all that. We dropped that thump, Period. And so I like that. And I don't think we surprised. Like, who's surprised? I don't think nobody is surprised. Like, it seems like y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Get in here and hit the like button. And don't forget to jump in my comments. Period. I'm gonna give you a shout out at the end of the show. All right. And subscribe. And it's gonna be important that you turn your bell notifications on because listen, okay? We talk about it all over here. And you don't want to miss a thing, okay? But yeah, congratulations to them. Like I said, I don't think a lot of us is shocked. It seemed like, you know what I'm saying? Like all the signs was there. Even Lemmy didn't even want to deny that she was pregnant. He was just like, so you could tell he was like, I want to allow her to tell y'all, you know. But it is what it is. Congratulations to them, because word on the curb is they're allegedly having a baby. I think the baby gonna be gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, so anyway, shout out to that. Now I will say this. I think it's gonna be really, really interesting to see where all of this goes. Because I do believe that maybe babies, they are like they can really make or break a relationship sometimes. Truth is, that's how I feel about it. They can. Um, they change people, especially the first baby. You know, I believe this is his first baby, her first baby. Oh yes, that's how you want it, Miss Pressa Curl. But it could either make or break the relationship. Who knows? I will say this though, he could either get better or worse. So we'll have to see how this plays out. I will say this though, as a woman, from a woman's perspective, I'm rooting for them. From a woman's perspective, I'm hoping this is the like they gonna run off into the sunset, you know. But only time will tell, y'all. So anyway, poop stars, let's move on. And yes, I decided to go long today. It is what it is. I went long because, as y'all can see, it's not a lot of topics. You know what I'm saying? It's just not a lot of topics. Speaking of which, I don't even think I put. Candy and Todd up there, so let me go ahead and address that. Candy went ahead and came out. Shout out to Candy. I really appreciate Candy's vulnerability. You know what I'm saying? During this hard time in her life right now. Um, it is what it is. She said, she filed. She said she filed. And right now it's crazy times. But they are trying their best to be friendly. And I'm like, that's good, Candy. If you really got a man to agree on that, then that's good for real. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of men aren't gonna agree on that. A lot of men um tend to make it as nasty as it can be during a breakup. So like, yeah, I want to see some prayers out there, okay, for Candy and Todd who are going through a hard time, rough time. 11 years. 11 years, and it's sad. But like I said, I feel like Todd is definitely gonna get some money, you know. But thank God that Candy, protected some. It is what it is. Thank God that she protected some of her money. Shoot. Because I do think that like people should be okay. I feel like there is no way. And hell, I take it a step further, even for regular people. Yeah, the ordinary people that John was talking about. I think even regular people should make sure that their soon to be ex spouse is okay. You know what I'm saying? With during the transition, it just is what it is. Like in my hearts of hearts, I don't like. I'm not like I don't. I'm not the type of person that feels like, oh, you came walking, you leave walking. Absolutely not. Shit. Like regardless, they been riding. Like even if you provided the ride, they been riding. So provide one last ride. You see, it's not like I don't know. I can't explain it, but it's not like people be wanting to be taken care of for the rest of their life. I don't think it's that. I think it's more so like whatever the prenup says. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like, yeah. Um, and that's what happens when you do things for love, out of love. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Candy loved him. She loved him enough to get married. So it is what it is now, Um, I think they're gonna be okay. One thing about Candy and Todd, I think they're gonna be okay because I feel like if it was gonna get really nasty behind money, it would have already did that. You know what I'm saying? Even though I did tell y'all yesterday that I do think money, like Candy said, it's annoying that everybody is, putting their 2 cents in and trying to guess what happened to them. But I do, hey, we're gonna guess until you tell us. It is what it is. People gonna guess until you tell us now. But I do think it was money. I don't think it was only money, but I do think it was money, you know. And I think the whole, like I said, I think that whole daddy daycare thing, you know, was a way of Todd saying, um, I'm owed money. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm owed money. Because to me, it's his way of saying, hey, I took the back seat. You see, I'm taking care of the kids. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not working because Candy is working. She's the breadwinner. This is our situation. You understand? So, like, yeah, to me, it was all set up by Todd. Like, and that's not even no tea, no shade, not even being messy. I just feel like, yeah, it just panned out that way. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it went that way, and it just ended up panning out like that. So anyway, also congratulations to NBA YoungBoy's first baby mother, Star. We all know Star got a son by NBA YoungBoy. I wish I would have got a screenshot of this picture. I seen the cutest picture of Star and her two children. Now people was confused. People was saying like, which one is NBA YoungBoy's son? And like I ain't gonna lie, I had to look real hard too. But if you look really, really hard, uh, you will see that the little boy, he looks like Yaya's son to me. Well, Yaya's son look like him because he's older. He's the oldest. And somebody was saying that like he don't look like NBA YoungBoy to me. And I said, he doesn't look like NBA. No, I said he looks like Yaya's son. You could tell they brothers, And somebody was saying like, yeah, but not NBA YoungBoy. And I will just say this: to me, don't the NBA YoungBoy kids don't look like him. They don't. They all look like each other, which tells me that they must look like Daddy, right? When he was younger or something like that. You know what I'm saying? They will probably grow into looking like him. You know what I'm saying? Like some people can look like they dad while they, how can I explain this? Some people can look like they dad, like look like King Baby, right? King Baby look like him. King is a grown man, but the baby looking resembling the grown version of King. Now with NBA YoungBoy, his kids don't look like them because he grown. His face is grown. So I can only, but they all come out looking like each other. So I can only assume that they look like him when he was young. You know what I'm saying? And they will look like him. Like for instance, when they his age, the age that he is right now in their 20s, they should look identical to what they dad looked like in their 20s. That's just what I gather. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't have all these different mamas, but the kids still resemble. So my common sense tells me, but to me, none of his kids look like him. Not yet. Um, but his genes are strong. They all look like each other. Uh so yeah, then your common sense gotta tell you that yeah, them kids is looking like daddy. It just is what it is. They looking like daddy. Um, but yes, y'all, word on the curb is Star has allegedly had NBA's young boy little girl. Now nobody knows it. Nobody knows it. Nobody has come out and claimed the baby just yet. In fact, it's been real, real quiet. Um, since Star had that baby. Now I will say this though, people were saying that if it's not his, NBA YoungBoy will come out and say it's not his. That's one. People was also saying that most of the time when people be trying to say that it's not his baby, it ends up his baby. That's two. And then the sad thing is, y'all remember how people was just saying that NBA YoungBoy possibly talk Yaya into getting rid of her baby? Now that's sad. That would be really sad because a lot of people was like, wait. So then it would have been three babies on the way. One with his wife Jazz, one with his baby mama Star, and one with Yaya. So that's why Yaya couldn't have her baby. Allegedly, that's what people are saying on these internet streets. Now I don't know how true it is. All I want to say is congratulations to the young boy, the young man, who goes by young boy. And I really don't know. I listen, I know what I want to say, but it is what it is. Like these kids are child, they different. Yeah, like two trains has said it. To be truth is, baby, they just real different. Cause like I be damn, like how is he future? He future 4.0, but he married. So you talking about getting taken through there, like NBA YoungBoy is like really taking the aunties and the unks and the older generation through here. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Cause he doing what the hell he want to do, how he want to do, and he doing it differently. You know. Um, but I will say this though, when you really look deep, it ain't too much different about it. Um, it's not. It's really not. Hell, NBA YoungBoy is just another. He's another version of Gucci Man, and Jazz is another version of Keisha K. Or it's just he's dating other women out in the open. That's not to say Gucci don't do it. Who knows what Gucci does? But it all seems so transactional, if you will. And their marriages just seem different. It just is what it is, real different. So anyway, congratulations to Star, who allegedly had a little girl, okay, who fans think is by NBA YoungBoy, but we don't know. We don't know like that. Yeah. We gotta wait till that unfolds on the next episode, okay? And then anyway, Offset was allegedly caught scraping and scrambling trying to get Stefan Diggs set up. I was like, man, Offset. He's just like a whole lot of other people out here. He just gotta let that hurt go, okay? That's my boy. Then after that, he gonna be all right. He gonna be just fine. Now I'm not gonna come down too hard on him as far as what they said he did and when they said he allegedly did it because I feel like it'd be a whole lot going on behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but like, nah, I will say this though, it's lame. It's lame, and I feel like he got too much time on his hands if he's able to do something like that. Shoot. Pick up a Bible, okay? It just is what it is. Pick up a Bible. And talk to someone, okay? It just is what it is. Listen, the quickest way to get over and some pain and heal yourself is to address it. Okay? I can tell you right now from personal experience, don't put it off. Address it. The quicker you address it, the quicker you'll be able to move on with your life, okay? So I don't know who needs to hear that, but just listen, get your envelope out, address it, postal worker. Yeah, so shout out to that. Then what else is going on in these internet streets? 'Cause it ain't much. I promise y'all, it just ain't much. Mike Epps. So shout out to Mike Epps, who, hey, it is what it is. To me, Mike Epps tried to have a listen, a heart to heart with our community. Okay, and it didn't go right. And that's the case. That's always the case. People are gonna always not agree, you know. But that doesn't mean that what you're saying is wrong, and that doesn't mean that what you're saying should not be said. Like, listen, I felt what Mike Epps was saying. Period. 100%. He was saying that we have lost the plot. We have started to celebrate people coming home from jail. He was like, that is the wrong journey to celebrate. And I gotta agree with Mike Epps when it comes to that. I do. But the only thing is, I will say this. I don't think we celebrate uh I just think it's people just be happy to see they people. Does that make sense? So it's no different than moving to Africa, right? Moving to the motherland for studies. Imagine getting a text from your a call or a text from your favorite person saying, I gotta move to Africa for 2 years. You know. Um and within that 2 years you was worried. You was worried for them. And so when they come home, you just happy to see them. And like I feel like that's how it goes. You know, so in my hearts of our hearts, we don't celebrate people coming home. We just celebrate being reunited. And I'll take a step further. Blueface addressed it, which I thought was, I don't know. I will say this though. I want to give him credit because he addressed it, but he didn't address it as a YN. Does that make sense? Like like he threw a little shade, but it wasn't disrespectful. Does that make sense? But one thing I do agree with Blueface about is sometimes people are celebrating change too. You know, because we're hoping, right? A lot of people be hoping they're like, okay, this changed you. You know, um, you finna get it right this time. You know, you gonna actually stay out here this time. Um, but I definitely get what he was saying. I do. But I think he was just saying that, and this is just like, listen, this is an opinion. It's not a fact. So I don't want to come out like I'm saying it like it's actual and factual. But in my hearts of our hearts, I don't even think he was thinking or talking about Blueface. I don't Blueface. Even though you just got out, you just came home, and you was partially celebrated. I do not think he was talking about him. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Let's talk about it. Instead, I think more so he was talking about Big Meech and Max B. And maybe even the other man. I don't know. His name is something uh rhymes with Artel. Like y'all know what I'm talking about? But I don't know him. I don't know nothing about him. All I know is he was heavily celebrated when he got out. And I think that's what Mike Epps is speaking on, period. I do. And I also think that it kind of like lost its message because he added in extra stuff too. He added in the fact that like, okay, y'all be wanting stuff when y'all come home. Like y'all be acting funny. People be looking out for y'all, doing y'all whole bid with y'all. And then when y'all get out, y'all acting funny. Cause don't nobody got no care package for you and all of that. Man, no. Like that should be mandatory. Which I understood that too. You know. Listen, I understand it from both sides. I understand people coming home feeling like it would be nice if somebody would look out for me. And I take a step further. It would be even more nice if the people that I looked out for before I left would look out for me. You know, truth is. Um, and I understand, people like Mike Epps who feel like, hey, if I got it, I got it, and if I don't, I don't. But like we shouldn't fall out behind me not doing for you what you think I should be doing for you. You know what I'm saying? Because the truth is, like, you can't do people like that. That's the truth. You can't. You cannot. And like, I learned that early. Like, no, I learned that so late in life. It's crazy, but I learned it. You have to, for real. This is a true story. You have to lower your expectations for others. Sometimes you gotta lower your expectations, your standards, all of it. You know what I'm saying? Uh, it just depends on the situation. But like sometimes, yeah, you gotta lower your expectations for some people. Because sometimes, like, I'm gonna tell you, in life, most times the expectations be too high. They be too high. And I take it a step further. If you remove them, that things can go a lot smoother for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. Just don't expect nothing. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then it makes the experience more authentic, and just less hurtful. You know, depending on who you ask and shit. It's me today. So shout out to that. But like, yeah, I felt where Mike Epps was coming from. I kind of feel where Blueface was coming from too. You know, it is what it is. People want to be celebrated. They want to be celebrated all the time. But I agree. You know what I'm saying? Cause this is the thing. Like some people were saying, we don't want to celebrate you coming from a place that your ass shouldn't have been in the first place. That's the truth. So to me, we don't be celebrating that. Now I'm just happy. You happy to get out? I'm happy that you out. You know. Um. Now let's move forward. Type shit. You know. But yeah, Blueface tried to compare it though, and like, yeah, the comparison just kind of fell flat for me. If I'm keeping it real, all the way real, it just fell flat for me, Pooper Stars. But anyway, child, that's what's going on in these internet streets. If you want to know, listen. I laid it all out, period, because y'all know I'm tuned in. Mm. A child like a band. If it's one thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pay attention. So might as well get paid. Yeah, so shout out to that, y'all. But anyway, Pooper Stars, I'm about to roll. It's your girl Shay Renee. I had so much fun with y'all, but I always do. I have a funky good time. That's why I keep coming back. Period. Yeah, I had to pause. You know what I'm saying? You know, we had to pause because, like, for real, we do. We had some really good times here. So don't forget to turn your bell notifications on. What else is going on in these internet streets? And Christian and Blueface, they got whatever they got going on too. But child, I will address that in my next video. Bye, y'all. Don't forget, I love you all, and I especially love y'all for loving me. I see y'all soon.